Microsoft spent $190 billion building the future of work. Then 97% of their own users said no thanks. Microsoft is on a 150 billion annualized capex run rate as of early 2026, the largest infrastructure bet in corporate history. The thesis was simple: build the pipes, sell the AI on top, Azure grows, Copilot converts, shareholders get paid. Here's what actually happened. Out of Microsoft's 450 million Microsoft 365 users, the company has only managed to convert roughly 15 million paid Copilot seats. That's a 3.3% adoption rate. To put that in context, at $30 per user per month, saving just 11 minutes a day is a marginal return that most CFOs would struggle to sign off on. And the trust data is worse than the adoption data. Copilot's accuracy net promoter score stood at negative 24.1 in September 2025, only partially recovering to negative 19.8 by January 2026. Negative NPS means users are actively telling coworkers not to use it. When enterprises gave employees a real choice, only 8% chose Copilot as their primary tool. 70% chose ChatGPT. The 60-point swing is the number Microsoft's earnings calls don't mention. Copilot's paid subscriber market share dropped from 18.8% to 11.5% in just 6 months, a 39% contraction. Meanwhile, MSFT shares have shed roughly 15% in 2026, underperforming the broader market at a time when AI is supposed to be the defining tailwind of the decade. Here's the math Wall Street is avoiding. Microsoft's gross margin has compressed from 70.1% to 68% over the past year as AI infrastructure costs intensify. Azure is growing at 40%. That's real, but 45% of Azure's $625 billion in remaining performance obligation comes from OpenAI related business, meaning nearly half of Microsoft's cloud backlog depends on one customer they also own a 27% stake in. That's not diversification, that's concentration dressed as growth. There's one number that cuts through everything: Microsoft's own terms of service, updated in October 2025, now describes Copilot as quote for entertainment purposes only. A company spending $190 billion to build AI infrastructure legally classifies its flagship AI product as entertainment. That's not legal technicality. That's the most honest sentence Microsoft has published about Copilot in 2 years. Microsoft's problem isn't the infrastructure, it's that they built a $190 billion highway and nobody wants to drive on it. Amazon looked at this exact problem and made a completely different bet. Thanks for watching.